Tremendo.com.
Boom, LLF. You know we bomb first. So I am at Jeff City Boxing. I'm at Jeff City's boxing gym, and I am with Coach Jeremy Voiles, and I am with Isaiah Lil Warrior Warrick. And what makes this so special this time is that my man right here, little Isaiah, has become the first 8-year-old state Indiana ringside nationalist. So he actually won nationals at Kentucky Silver Gloves. He's 8 years old, and he's the first person from the state of Indiana, the first kid from the first 8-year-old from the state of Indiana to actually pull off this feat. So just before we get into anything else, champion, Mr. Warrick, how do you feel about has anything changed being a national champion? How do you feel? You feel any different?
It's still the same.
You still feel the same? Hey, how heavy is that belt right there?
It's really heavy.
and I see those medals right there. So all that came through the course of the Kentucky Silver Gloves, going from state regionals to nationals, and you went like 5-0 in this tournament. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It is 5-0. 5-0. Had a walkover at state, 2 wins in regionals, and also 2 wins at the nationals. So that's awesome. And he's been coached by Jeremy Voiles right here, who was at my left, maybe your right, depending on how it turns out. So, Jeremy, let's talk about Isaiah, and when did you start training him?
Isaiah came in the gym the first time when he was 5, and one of the other coaches said, hey, I really don't want to do anything with him. And I said, I'll give him a chance, just having to come in with me on Saturdays. Let's have him one day a week, because normally we don't take kids till they're 8.
Right.
Because USA Boxing doesn't let the kids get registered until they're 8 to fight.
Right.
So a lot of times coaches won't let them in the gym till after a certain age. But he was showing up every day with his dad, and which his dad is my co-coach, who's side by side with me, Kevin Ward.
Okay, cool.
And that's who's in the corner with me everywhere we go. And so his dad just kept bringing him back. And it one day turned into 2 days turned into 4. Next thing you know, kids hanging out in the gym 6 days a week with us.
Word.
And he just kept working on fundamentals, kept pushing forward, was showing more interest. As he matured and got closer to 7.5, 8 years old, his skill set started getting better. His footwork started getting better. His punch count started getting better, and his attention span become a lot better. And up to date, now I think that what he's won, and with his hard work, I think it's really got him focused for what's next, and which will be coming up in May, will be Junior Olympics, and that will be in Florida.
Ah, good stuff. So you ready for Junior Olympics?
Yeah.
All right, that's good to hear. And then just coming straight out the gate, first national tournament, and did you breeze through it, or was it kind of hard? How do you feel about your fights getting up to nationals? Were they tough? Were they easy? How were you feeling? What do you want to call them? Speak like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that.
They were easy.
They were easy? Okay, so when you become champion, that means that everyone comes after you. People coming after you now, like every time that you sign up for a tournament, if you're the champion, people like, I'm coming for you. How you getting yourself ready and prepared for that? You too, coach, because you know that's coming. Once you become national champions, and once everybody hears about this little kid, Isaiah Warrick, which everyone's already heard about, but coming out the gate, 5-0, Kentucky Silver Gloves, national winner, first 8-year-old in the state of Indiana to pull his feet off, I'd be coming for you if I was a boxer.
Well, actually, we do got one. It was coming for him, and so we're fighting this Saturday in St. Louis, and it's Battle of the Lou.
Yeah.
So it's Kentucky versus St. Louis.
Part 2.
So he wasn't old enough to fight in the first one. The second one we're going to. The first couple kids that we had, they said they would take the fight, and then the coaches called. One said he was injured, and the other one said he just wouldn't fight. I'm not going to really give the detail on why. Right. Why it was, but I could probably say that everybody surfs the internet. So I told him, I said, with what you're reaching, you're going to get this, especially with the internet the way it is today. Everybody's going to look up your fights, look up and see what you do, see how you move, and they're going to put you on the radar with it. And then when we was at our last fight, after we got done fighting the kid that we beat at Nationals, which was ranked number 2.
Right.
They thought they were going to win the whole tournament. PA thought they were going to win the whole tournament.
Well, you know how PA is. No disrespect, PA, but y'all know how y'all cut up PA. Stop playing.
And so after we got done, Isaiah went over and hugged the kid. We come back. We was going to cut our gloves off. And he said that they already heard about Isaiah. And they didn't have that energy when we went into the ring. But then after we got out of the ring, he said, yeah, we already heard about Isaiah. And he was the one we was worried about for the tournament. And I said, in return, we heard that your kid was the number 1 in return. Right. So we had that mutual respect, for both the kids back and forth being competitive. All
right, that's good, man. That's real good. So now that you know everybody's coming for you, and hold on, just for a second, aren't you, Isaiah Warrick, aren't you related to a professional boxer from Louisville?
Yep.
What's his name?
Robert Merriweather.
I knew that, but I wanted to hear him say it. So Robert Merriweather, and your relation to him is, what are you, cousin or?
Cousin.
That's your cousin? Does he keep, shout out to Robert Merriweather. What's up, bro? Does he keep tabs on you?
Yep.
He keeps tabs on you? Do you all send him stuff? Like every one of your fights? Like I watched your fight. Was it the championship fight that was on, that you put on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yep, it was. So I actually watched that fight. So he gets to see those fights as well. You send those to him? All right, he keeps tabs on you.
And then who else gave you a shout out at the fights?
Who else said something?
Calvin Ford.
Calvin Ford. All right.
And who's Calvin Ford?
And who's Calvin Ford?
He's Javante Davis's coach.
He's whose coach?
Javante Davis.
Javante Davis's coach gave you a shout out? Okay. So now you've won Nationals and you're on the radar. Has training changed anything for you, Coach? Has training changed at all? Anything? Or just we stepping it up a level, or what are we doing training wise?
So we always try to stay on track, but there's a book I've been writing out of for almost 20 years, and that's what we got him started on now. His regiment from that, and we just did a sparring session last Saturday with him. He did 21 minute and a half rounds, and he came to the corner and he said, "Coach, I'm not even tired."
Woo!
So for him to make that kind of feat, they did sit down for 3-minute break in between 10 rounds each. But a lot of the kids can't even get through 4 or 5 rounds. So what we're pushing on now, what we're focused on now, is really that muscle endurance side, and really start piecing that together, for the tougher fights to come.
Right. So Little Walker, I've been hearing about you too, seeing you as you come up, and I was waiting. So I see that you have proven that you are worthy. You have definitely proven that you are worthy. Tell me some of the, how tough was your journey going from state to nationals? Was there anything out of the ordinary, or was there anything tough? Like, did you have early morning wake-ups? Like, how does that work? Or was one fight tougher than another? How was the whole experience for you? Because I'm thinking this is the first time you've ever been in a major tournament like that. Coming straight out the gate. Is this the first time you've been in a major tournament like that?
Yep.
All right, so what did you think of it? Tell me what you thought going in. What did you think going into the tournament?
I thought I was going to win it all.
That's right. It's what you're supposed to think. That's what you're supposed to think. And how was that experience for you? How would you rate that experience in your first tournament?
It was good.
It was good? You know what they say now. You went through the first tournament. You start at the top. You got to stay at the top. We staying at the top? We staying at the top? Good. Tell me one rough moment in the tournament. Getting up early. You didn't like the food that they had. I think Coach goes to get some food, so I don't know about that.
To sleep.
What was that?
I went to sleep too late and I woke up too early.
You went to sleep too late one night? Yeah. All right.
We don't let them cheat much on the food. I make their food while we're on the road. So, but we eat good. We eat fillets and we eat You know, we eat a lot of good food. You know, we made chicken stir fry one night, broccoli stir fries, some teriyaki.
Are you whipping that up in the hotel?
We make it right there in the hotel for everybody.
You're right.
Yeah, people coming down the hallway.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Man, I smell those steaks in the hallway.
That's awesome.
And I said, well, that's what the kids have got to stay on.
So you stayed up late one night. What made you stay up late that night? Was it jitters or was you on the Xbox?
Me roaming the halls.
You just roaming the house. Right. See, that's experience. That's experience. You got to experience it. You got to enjoy it, and you got to love it. Another thing, tell me about this. Coming out the gate, killing it coming out the gate. What about your fam? Kevin and your mom, Miss Warrick, how have they been helpful to you in this situation?
They've been really supporting me.
They've been really supporting you? How have they been supporting you? They just give you pats on the back, or what else do they do?
They help me get there and stuff.
Yeah, all right, they get you back. Do you tell them thank you? How often you tell them thank you? All right, your mom's right behind me. Say thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
Right, I will make sure we get that in there. So, Mr. Isaiah Warrick, Lil Warrior, Jeff City Boxing, Coach Jeremy Voles. Been coaching this kid since he was 5, turned 8. They let him in the gate. He wins the first one. Hey, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. And to be the first 8-year-old to win nationals in state of Indiana, that's dope as well too. So we bomb here first. Is there anything you got to say for any competition coming up for you? Because they're coming for you. You got anything to say? You better watch out. And we gonna keep an eye on you now, because some of us knew about you, but now everybody's about to know about you. So we gonna keep an eye on you too. And we going to wish you the best of luck. We hope everything goes well. And we want to see you represent. We want to see you represent Southern Indiana and do the best that you can, and understand you got a whole city behind you. You got whole Southern Indiana behind you. Everybody wants to see you win. So no pressure. No pressure. But just remember, you got all the support in the world. You got it from me. You got it from parents. You got it from Jeff City. I know how all the guys in here act. Everybody wants to see you win. So you keep up the good work, young man. Hey, good job, Coach. Appreciate what you're doing with him, man. So keep everything together. Isaiah Lil Warrior Warrick, the first national winner, 8 years old, from Southern Indiana. We bombed first here at local Louisville fighting. Give it up, man. You got something? Give me flexing. Gun him. All right, we're out of here. Peace.